What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mama Mary's Double Shot Tuesday. Yes, another Tuesday in the book. How is everybody doing? Hey, Ashley. Hey, Summer. You guys like, love, and share. Sharing is Karen. Let us know you're there. If you're watching, comment. Let us know you're there. I'm fixing to bring the badasses up from Hollywood Riot. So let me bring my brothers from another mother up. Woohoo! What's up, my brothers? Yeah! Woo!
Oh, yeah!
There's a party going on around here.
With our bookcase and everything. We're well read.
We got Ashley saying, heck yeah. And Summer saying, hi. And Ashley, she says, yes, I always share for you. And my brother Miles from 13X says, love you, Mary. Hey, brother, how you doing? Love you. So, guys, why everybody is getting in here, first of all, let's go to the man and, well, I would say the man in black, but you're both in black. Okay, let's
He's
go.
always going to copy me.
There you go.
It's there.
So we've got Billy and we got Trix, right? I'd say
Right. Hi, everybody. I'm Billy. And I'm Trix.
I didn't say Trixie.
I know. That's awesome.
Woo! Yeah. So, guys, thank you for being on Mama Mary's Music Mayhem. This is Hollywood Riot, and they are a freaking riot. We've been talking behind the scenes in the lobby while we were getting ready to go live, and these guys are great. We're going to have so much fun today. And after them, we've got Pussycat Harlot, which I can't wait, which they're already there with you. So this is just going to be awesome. Summer says, hi, Dad. And CL says, hey, Trix. Hey, everyone. And Summer says, they only wear black, LOL. You know, I do too. I'm always
I wear a purple shirt every once in a while, too. No,
well,
I like to think of black as the ultimate earth tone.
I'm supporting my sponsor and wearing my RFL record shirt. So, but guys, thank you for being on the show. For those, we're going to talk a little bit, and then we're going to, with your permission, by the way, for the Facebook gods, I have their permission when I play this song. We're going to play a song that you can download on their website, which I have right here strolling at the bottom. You can go to hollywoodriotband.com and you can download the song that I will be playing in a little while for 99 cents. Go get it. Go like it. Go love it. Go share it.
It's worth 95 cents anyway.
Support these men or I will come get you. How about that? So, guys, tell us how the hell you doing, man?
Oh, great. Get through it all. We're managing. It's been a while since we actually rehearsed together, but we're in talks to get back in the studio and start doing it again.
We have members of the band who have elderly parents. And because of the pandemic, we've had to be very respectful of making sure that we don't get anyone sick. And what we're really hopeful about is now that there's a vaccine to roll out. My father, for example, just got his first shot yesterday.
Well, being a home health care nurse as well, I'm a mother's home health care nurse. I've gotten my first vaccine, and I go February 2nd to get my second. So.
That's fantastic, and I'm really hoping that takes off because, you know, we're used to being a performing band. We are not a studio band, though we do have studio music. We like being on stage. We like entertaining people. We are into show business, not listen business. And we can't wait to get back on a stage. Can't wait to just rehearse again. It's been very, very difficult to do that. So What I've been doing is a lot of writing. We have set a goal of having an EP to release this spring. I think we're still on target to do that. We've got a lot of music that we've been working on. I think that if you are into old school 80s glam metal, hard metal, and I don't mean the radio stuff. I'm talking LA Guns. I'm talking Faster Pussycat. That type
Steel Panther.
Steel Panther. Yeah, we love Steel Panther. Oh, can you? But if you really like that type of music, I think you'll really like Hollywood Riot's catalog.
I interviewed Paul Black, one of the original singers for LA Gun. I've known Paul for years. I was an 80s child. So you sold me at the word 80s. Okay. You sold there.
That's the era that, really hit me hard. I was influenced. The reason I started playing guitar when I was 6 years old was because of Kiss.
Right.
And then, of course, I started singing when I was 12 because of Eddie Van Halen. And it's true. At that time, I wanted to start a band when I was 12 years old. And at that time, because of Eddie Van Halen, you couldn't throw a rock without hitting a guitar player. Everybody had a guitar player. Nobody had a singer. So I started singing, and it turns out I was pretty good at it. So,
and Billy, don't let him fool you. He's a pretty solid player too.
I'm here in a little bit, and they'll be able to hear those high notes. So don't self short there, Billy. I've heard your high notes, brother, and you can carry that shit. We've got Kara saying hello, everybody, and we got Ashley Prashon from 434, my brother from another mother, my sister saying what's up.
What's up?
And let's see, she's like happy to be here, and I love you, Summer, already. Just let you know that.
Summer is my oldest daughter.
Well, she's my biggest fan, and I love her. No. So, guys, give us a little, we're going to play your song, VPM, here in a little bit. And once a few more people get in here and let them listen. And so give us a little history. How did, you and Jason and Jamie and you, Trix, how did y'all all meet and become this badass, in your face, rockin' ass group? So give us a little history here.
Hollywood Riot is his baby. I'm just a nanny. Hollywood Riot.
You've been riding my coattails for 5 years.
I have.
I'm pretty fucking sick of it, Bill.
Yeah, so that's a tough drag.
It is. I'm tired. My back is killing me.
But Hollywood Riot was around before. I met Trix about a year before I actually joined the band. I was in another band playing at a bar, and he showed up, and he liked what he heard and asked if I would be willing to join. And I said, well, yeah, because that's the style of music I want to do. And fast forward a year later, he asked me to come over and just jam with him in the studio here. And a couple songs in, he come out and he's talking to his son Matt. Said, "What do you think about this guy?" And Matt says, "Yeah, that's the guy you need to befriend him."
Dude.
So, I knew Jason from a different band, and took him about another 6 months before he split that band and said he wanted to join us. And we're like Spinal Tap. We're on our about third or fourth drummer now. And Jamie, I'm really hoping is a keeper. Yeah. We don't run him off. He hasn't turned into a globule on a drum seat yet. But, given the history of this band, I won't rule anything out. But Jamie joined us about a year and a half ago and has been a really solid fit. He's one thing that you'll learn with this band, one of the things that's been really important to me in any group I'm in is that our personalities gel. That's more important to me than even playing ability, because nobody got worse with practice. We can fix, things through rehearsal and working together and gelling. As long as the basic building blocks are there, things can get better. But if you're an asshole, it's pretty tough to fix that. And I've worked with a few of those over the years, and I've got very little tolerance or patience for that anymore. And we've got a really solid group of guys who really fit together very, very well, think alike musically, have very similar musical influences. And most importantly, we have a lot of fun together. And if you come see a Riot show,
you're going to pick up on that. I can't tell you the number of times I've had people come up to us after a show and go, "That's the most fun I've had with a local band in forever." I've had people come up and go, "Where are you guys from?" And when we tell them we're a local band, they're like, "You got to be kidding me! I thought you were from, we thought you were from Hollywood. You guys are great,
Yeah. So we've got some more comments. Let's see. Miranda says, "Hi." CL says, "Keep doing what you're doing." Tina Powell says, "Woohoo, both my husbands are live." And Tina says, "Hey, Aunt Bonnie." And something I do, I'll also have my phone down here, and it's got the show pulled up. So the ones that are watching that aren't commenting, I call them out. "Hey, Vicky, I see you." So if you are watching, you need to comment, like, love, share, because sharing is caring, and Mama said do it. And there's Tanya. So how you doing, Tanya? So if you're watching, make sure you comment and like, love, and share. And if you have some questions for these phenomenal musicians, you put it in the comments and we'll put it up there and they'll be glad to answer it. So before we get too far, I know everybody is wanting to hear some music. Now, once again, this song, I do have permission I have your permission, correct?
You have our permission. I do think that we need to do a disclaimer. We are not choir boys.
We're not for people who are easily offended.
Yeah, in fact, when we introduce this show live, this is the time we send the children out of the room. VPM has there's a reason it's abbreviated, and you will hear it. And we'll talk about how this song came to be after we listen to it. But
it is Momma Mary's Music Mayhem, so people already know it is uncensored, so you never know what's going to happen. So they probably
we can let my latent Tourette's kick in here any minute.
So we're going to play this song again. You can go to HollywoodRiotBand.com. We got another comment. Summer says, "Say no boo-boo kitties allowed."
Exactly.
Okay, kitties, leave the room because we're fixing to play some real rock music. And guys, they're going to still be on here. You're going to hear it with us. And again, you can go to HollywoodRiotBand.com and buy this for 99 cents. So check it out. All right! Yeah, see those high notes? There it is. Yeah, I feel love. You see me walking by. Love buttons up. There you go. Ain't your heart flash right out my door? You know she isn't right. Keep those hearts together. Stay baby from my. You are my home. Reality kicks in. Only now you know it's much too late. You take it on the chin when you realize your big mistake. Voodoo pussy magic. Yeah, baby. That's what it is. Voodoo pussy magic. Yeah. It goes from bad to worse. And the nightmare never ends. It's feeling like a curse. But the curse is your only friend. To the bitter end. It goes on forever. And your life is all kinds of tragic. The cycle keeps repeating when you're under the spell. All right, guys, that's all you get because you got to go buy that shit. I gave you a little taste so I can drag you in. Now go to HollywoodRiotBand.com and buy that shit. And by the way, I freaking love it.
Thanks, Mary.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I love it. And
That song come about. Let me tell you how it come about.
he cracked me up because he goes, I wish one of these guys were my dad.
Who said that?
Jay.
And Ashley
I
said,
wish one of us was too, Jay.
Ashley says, I love it, man.
Thank you so much, Ashley.
So, guys, like I said, go to HollywoodRiotBand.com and I gave you a taste to reel you in. Now I got you hooked. So go buy that shit.
How did that happen? We were on our band
Instant messaging.
instant
for
messaging.
Facebook.
Facebook instant messaging page, and we were talking about the one rhythm guitar player we used to have.
And he had, let's just say he had a significant other that had lassoed him pretty hard, and it was pretty bad. And our drummer Jamie made the comment that, you got to really watch out because that voodoo pussy magic will, it'll wreck a band, it'll wreck a boy, it'll make a.
I think his quote was, "I'm sure glad I'm not caught up in all that voodoo pussy magic."
Yeah, something like that. That's like.
He said that's
Man.
He said that's the title of the song.
I said I'm going to go write that song. That could be a song title. So I went.
Fast forward to our next rehearsal. He said, "Billy, what do you think about this riff?" And I said, "That sounds like voodoo pussy magic to me. Let me get a pen and a piece of paper, and we're going to write this song right now."
I think we wrote that song in about 20 minutes. Seriously, it just kind of came out. I had the riff, the basic riff. And we played around with it. We had the song written. We rehearsed it a few more times. I wrote a solo about a week after that. And
by that time, I had the lyrics finished.
Yeah. And then we headed into the studio. Shout out to our buddy Darren Crisp at Crisp Recording in Fayetteville, Arkansas, which is where we. Yeah, he's a fantastic guy, and he's got a fantastic world-class facility. And
I highly recommend him.
Yeah, he's a terrific guy with a terrific studio. We do a lot of work here at the what we call the Riot House. We're coming from the living room of the Riot House, but we have a rehearsal studio at one end of the house. We have a recording studio at the other end of the house, which gives us a chance to create detailed sketches of music we want to turn into full-blown musical paintings.
Well, that is awesome, dude, to have that one-stop shop. Do everything right there. That I want one of them.
I've been playing guitar since I was 12, and I've been in a variety of bands since I was in my early 20s, 21, 22, something like that was when I was in my first band. Up until that time, it had been more or less a hobby. In my early 20s, I discovered that I actually, compared to other guitarists, actually had some talent and had some songwriting skill. So I spent most of the 90s doing the sensitive, acoustic music, alternative scene. But man, it's always been near and dear to my heart to be in a glam rock outfit. I had a cancer scare about 6 years ago, and that's when I realized, there are these things I keep saying I'm going to do. And if I'm going to do them, all of us got an expiration date. I better get going on it. So it wasn't too long after that I put Hollywood Riot together. Took a few personnel changes before we landed on the right personnel for this band, but we have the right personnel for this band right now. We cannot wait to get on a stage.
He forced me to take a 4-month vacation.
Well, yeah, there have been missteps. There have been missteps along the way. But those have been remedied, and getting on a stage. Really, what I want to encourage everyone, we're talking about Voodoo Pussy Magic right now, and going out to our website and buy it. But I would encourage everyone, go out, like our page, follow us on Facebook, go to our website, follow us there. Make sure that you get alerts, because what you really need to do is come see us live. We are a live band. We are a performing band. To get the full experience, you need to see us in action on a stage. You got to see this guy on stage.
See me on
well, Bill, like I was telling. Like I was telling Mary earlier, we're a lot of things, but boring we ain't.
And I told him, I said, boring people, I don't want on my show. They can hit bricks because I don't like boring. Ashley says, where is your band based out of?
We're in Northwest Arkansas, but we play in Springdale, and we play a lot in Northwest Arkansas. We've played up in Southern Missouri. We are looking actively at being able to expand our territory to get up into Kansas, further north in Missouri, over into Oklahoma. We really want to break into the Tulsa market. We really want to go south to Fort Smith and Little Rock around here. There's an appetite for this kind of music that we haven't seen in years. And, you know, that's not why we do it, though. This is music that we love. I've always heard it said that the best music ever created is the music you listen to as a teenager.
We need to talk after the show, because you happen to be talking to not only, I'm Momma Mary's Music Mayhem, but I also own Rock Type Booking Agency, and I book shows. I've booked shows in Little Rock, booked shows in Texas, book shows in Oklahoma. So we're gonna talk.
We're on the right track. So Mary, you're my new best friend.
And I work with 434 Management and RFL Records, so there's no telling where you might end up. You never know.
That's great. Yeah, we'll talk some more. Yeah, I'd love to talk to you some more about that. And we've got a full-blown stage show. We've got, we can play anywhere. We can play a stadium, we can play clubs. So
I think we have to get a fog machine, though.
We have a fog machine. We have one. We just never use it.
Summer says Colorado.
Yeah. Well, Summer, we would love to come to Colorado for a variety of reasons.
And Ashley says, you guys come to Jack's area in Florida. Man, would love to have you at one of our shows. Love you, Momma Mary. And John says, love you, Trix and Billy.
John is one of our earliest and best supporters of this band. And John, I'm so happy to see you on here, brother. Thanks for tuning in.
And Summer says, hey, yo.
And was it Ashley who was speaking about Florida?
Yes, it was Ashley Taylor. Says,
I will come down there and play, but I will not come to the beach, because I will not do that to my fellow man. We love children, but we don't want to scare them. That's right. Rolling back into the water.
oh gosh, I love you guys. I mean, where the hell have you been? I mean, we're in the same state. What the hell?
Well, I'm originally from Detroit, so.
Brendan says, yo, come to New York. We have COVID.
Yeah. Hey, we can get that right here. That's right. And I hear the New York brand of COVID is especially delectable.
Kind of like the New York style pizza.
I'm gonna put this disclaimer out there before we go any further. On Momma Mary's show, this is my hashtag. It's hashtag fuck cancer, because I just recently beat cancer.
Good for you.
Hashtag fuck COVID. We don't discuss COVID on my show, so see you away. No, I'm just kidding.
Congratulations. I know what that feels like to get that news that says you're all clear. And
thank God I don't.
Yeah. I mean, literally, it as you know, Mary, it really makes you think about your life, and it really makes you think about the fact, when you're young and crazy and doing crazy stuff, and it's easy to believe that you got all the time in the world to do the things that you want to do, and oftentimes, at least for this cat, it took a scare like that to make me realize, someday the runway, the road's going to run out, the expiration date's going to hit. If you want to do these things you keep talking about, you better start now, because you don't have any tomorrows guaranteed.
Well, that's true, brother. And I've had cancer twice in my life, 20 years ago and then this past one. Each time that I've had cancer, what it did for me is it made me kick my goals up to the next level. Last time I had cancer, I became a female blues singer. I got a chance to sit on stage, and because I had a music manager at the time, and I got a chance to be at Riverfront Amphitheater and sit on stage and do backup on one song with one of my favorite bands, Poison, in front of 8,875 people. This time, when I found out, I started Mama Mary's Music Mayhem and said,
I'm doing it. I know exactly. That's where Hollywood Riot was born. And I got to say something real quick, Mary, because our drummer, Jamie Lynn, is on, and he just commented, Billy, I want my blow-up doll back. I got a patch kit for it. Oh, okay. So, Billy.
Jamie, wish you were here, brother.
And Jamie, you want him to run that through the dishwasher a couple times before he returns it?
And Brandon says, congratulations on, being cancer free. And Summer says, yeah, my grandpa passed away from COVID September 20th. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that, really. And she says, congratulations, Mama. And congratulations, Mama. And Ashley says, F cancer. So back. Oh, Jill, I see you watching. You better comment, sister. I'm going to see. I got this little cheat sheet here. Yeah, if they're watching and they're not commenting, I'll call them out.
I love it. Bring it on. I love it.
Yeah. So if you're watching, like, love, and share. I'm on here with Hollywood Riot for the ones just getting on here. So when we were talking in the lobby area, see, there's my sister. She says, hey, baby. She knows me. Anyway, so when we were talking in the lobby area, I told you one of the things I like to do is I like to ask the bands, do you have any really killer, either crazy or funny road stories? And you said, oh, I got some for you, Billy.
Well,
I got
two of my daughters are on here. I don't think I should be talking about it right now.
Oh, and Kara says, I'm shopping for my elderly client, but I'm listening. Well, you keep rocking, Kara. Healthcare workers sticking together, girlfriend. She's one of my biggest fans. But
I was in my first professional band when I was 14. I just turned 53.
Summer says, oh, you have now. You have now.
I've done some touring. And I could tell you some stories. A mother and daughter, yeah.
Yeah. Families happen.
But like I said, I got kids watching right now, so.
So, okay, do you have stories that are like and Brandon says, tell them the story of how Tricks is not just for kids anymore.
Tricks is not for kids anymore.
Summer says, tell away.
Yeah, Summer wants to hear these stories, Billy.
Yeah.
And Caitlin says, hey, baby. And John says, not buying that. I heard Billy used to have a bodyguard named Sam Kiss.
Billy actually did. Billy was a bodyguard to a lot of very famous people in Vegas, which is where he spent a number of years of his life. He's a Michigan boy originally, but he was in Vegas, and Billy's about 6'4"
with these boots on.
With these boots on, yeah, okay. He's a big guy. I'm about 5'7", so he and I
we look really good on stage.
We look like Gandalf and Frodo when we're on stage. So. We really need a runway. If anyone wants to donate money so we can build like one of those runway so I can stand at the end and Billy can stand back here. It's so much more enjoyable for the for the audience.
Oh, and by the way, Summer is saying chicken shit hairy legs.
That's my daughter. That's number one of 5. Yeah.
But Billy does have stories about some pretty big celebrities from back in the 80s that he was responsible for making sure that they were safe when they were out in public. That's what he did.
I did a Brooke. Sam Kinison would come into the bar I was a bouncer at, and he wanted me to be the bodyguard for the area of which he and his friends were partying. He would call me in if I was off. He'd say, "Call him in, find him. I want him here." Yeah. So Sam Kinison got to spend a weekend with Jolynn Turner. Played dominoes with BB King. That was fun.
The guitar lessons.
Yeah, my first couple professional guitar lessons were from Mark Slaughter when I was 16. He was teaching at Vesley's out there in Vegas, and he gave me my first 2 professional guitar lessons 10 years after I'd been playing, but he was way better than me. And but yeah, so I've met a lot of famous people, got to hang out with a lot of them. It was really cool.
If Hollywood Riot could be on their bucket list lineup of bands, what would that be?
What's that?
If we could choose a bucket list of bands to be on the lineup with, who would be on that lineup?
Well, Kiss and Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, and can we include? We can include bands that really couldn't play right. I mean, now because
ones that are not here,
number one,
or ones that are present, it doesn't matter. What would your bucket list be?
My number one would be Van Halen, Eddie Van, and just not because I don't. There has to be like 3 bands between us and Van Halen because nobody wants to follow the Ed show, right? So it's certainly not me. But I would have loved to have been on that lineup. Eddie is the biggest influence on me as a guitarist and someone, I make my own instruments. And he inspired me to start doing that about 15 years ago. And as an innovator and a musician, that man is my hero and has been for decades. And I would have loved to have just had the chance to sit down with him backstage and just chat with him and get to know him. He seemed like a beautiful person. And this year, October was really, really tough for me when he passed. Anybody who knows me knows how that was like losing a family member for me. But Van Halen would be number 1 on my list. Zeppelin would be.
Robert Plant was a huge influence on my singing, and David Coverdale was a huge influence on my singing.
And I'll throw a couple weird bands out there. I don't know that I'd want to be on a bill with them, but again, they're huge influences on me. David Gilmour from Pink Floyd. If you hear me playing bluesy guitar music, I guarantee you that's coming from a David Gilmour place. I just absolutely love Pink Floyd. And then the other one, which will surprise a lot of people, I was a fingerstyle acoustic player for many, many years before I became an electric player. And Lindsey Buckingham from Fleetwood Mac is one of my absolute favorite players.
Mark Knopfler.
Mark Knopfler. Oh, no kidding. Absolutely love him. Oh,
Jill has a question. She says, what was your most humbling experience with a fellow rocker?
I've got a story here. So there's a local guitarist who is a very good friend of mine. He actually lives in Conway now. He's responsible for Sigler Music's 920D program for anyone who buys gear or has guitars made. But his name is Jimmy Darr, and Jimmy has played in a number of bands. And the way I met him was just crazy. It was right after I'd started transitioning from acoustic playing to electric playing. I was coming home to my apartment one day. 2 doors down, I saw a guy and his girlfriend moving into this apartment, and I saw he had 2 guitar cases. And so I walked down there, and I'm like, I play guitar, and I'm pretty good at it. So, hey, man, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Oh, I see you play guitar. We'll have to get together and jam sometime, We get together. He's like, yeah, sure. Why not? I come down there like 2 nights later with my guitar, and this guy could play circles around. I mean, it was like a kindergartner with a Rhodes Scholar. I mean, I was embarrassed. I play guitar. Let's get together and jam a little. I felt like I was about that tall after talking to him. But he has a he's not only a great player, he's a great human being, and we laugh about it now. I'm happy to say that I can actually play with him now. He still plays circles around. He is so talented. Yeah, that's my favorite humiliating story with a local musician.
I want to call out David. I want to call out Jody, and I want to call out Tracy. I see y'all watching. Get in here, comment, like, love, and share. Let us know you're there. You know how Mama works because you've been here before. So, Billy, what is your most humbling experience with a fellow rocker?
I don't know if you say humbling, but Rainbow does.
Jill said that was amazing, by the way, Trix.
Rainbow,
oh, thanks.
Joe Lynn Turner, when he was with Rainbow, he wrote a song called Street of Dreams. And if it wasn't for that song, I probably wouldn't be here right now. It saved my life. And I met a guy when I was bouncer out there in Vegas. I met a guy who knew Joe Lynn Turner. And I told him the story. Well, he told Joe. And then when Joe come to town, he told the guy, call him and hang out. So I got to hang out with him for the whole weekend. And I got to talk to him about, his experiences with Rainbow and solo stuff. And it was just really cool that I got to do that with a guy who wrote the lyrics to a song that saved my life, so.
Exact. That put hair.
I've never heard that story.
That one.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, you smoke too much pot.
Is that it? My one brain cell let me down.
I only have one brain cell left, and it's injured.
And it's lonely. Yeah.
It's lonely too.
And Summer says you just give her chills too, man. See, I told you the hair on my arms was standing up, and she said you give her chills too with that story. So that's awesome.
True.
That's awesome. So tell us about the band members that could not be in the interview today. Give us a little information on them. What's happening behind the scenes over there?
We got said they suck. That's why they're not here.
Yeah, that's okay. We're laughing about it. I'm waiting for Jamie. I know Jamie's on. I'm waiting for him to chime in. And
well, Jason, like I said, I was in a band with him before, and I knew what an amazing bass player he was or is, and I knew that he was wasting his talents in the band that he was in. And I told him so, but he wanted to stick with him, loyalty and all that. Here's a guy who, we'll mention a song and he'll go, yeah, I think I heard a little bit of that once when I was 3 years old, and then he'll play it. And
yeah, he absolutely kills me. You talk about a humiliating story. It can be really humiliating at every practice with him because he's literally like that. It'll be like, what was it? He was playing Rapper's Delight. The bass line from Rapper's. We were making a joke about it at rehearsal one day, and he just, you can see him look it up at there, and then he just starts playing the whole song on bass because he can hear it in his head, and what he hears in his head just travels out to his fingertips automatically. He is one of the most talented musicians I've ever met. He's got spot on rhythm. Timing is incredible. He never forgets anything. I mean, once he learns to play something, it's stuck there forever. We can like, I'm sure the next time we get together to rehearse after this long of a break, it's going to be a total shit show for a little while. But not for him. He'll be telling us all, no, you're playing it wrong. Remember, it goes like this. He'll be telling that he does that with songs I've written. Okay, I'll come in, I'll be like, is this what No, you're playing your song wrong. This is how you play it. So yeah, Jason's one of the most amazing musicians that you will ever hear. And we are
humble. He's it's so easy to get along with.
Yeah, he is one of the most easygoing, nicest guys you'll ever meet, and so talented. And I feel blessed to be able to play with him. Every time we play together, I feel blessed to play with him.
Brandon says that is so cool. That is talent. And Summer says that's awesome. And she said, this one says, hey, Trix, glad I found you, Mary. Great job.
Let me give a shout out to my friend Kate here. She's another music journalist, Mary, and she has a show called The Brain Drain Ditch, and it's a music blog. So everybody go check out Kate's site because she's
go
really
check out
fantastic.
Kate, and sometime have Kate get in touch with me, man. We'll set up an interview, and you and I'll do a show together, and we'll talk about your blog, and we'll network together, sister. Let's take care of each other. I'm
She's-
all about helping everybody out. That's what it's about.
And she is a fantastic person and a very talented journalist. So everybody get a chance, go look at her stuff and go follow her page. She's really and you'll love her, Mary. She is such a great person.
Kate says yes, and thank you, Trix.
Hey, I'm just telling it. I'm calling it as I see it, Kate.
There you go.
Stay on my good side.
So you said that.
Yeah, no, that's true. No respect.
So you said that y'all been doing some writing, and you're hoping to have a new EP coming out later this year. Will it be released digitally, or y'all thinking about doing some old school vinyl as well?
That's fantastic.
I would love to do vinyl, and I'll talk to you about how you do that, Mary. I'm very familiar with digital releases and even CD releases. I'm also, among the many hats I wear, I'm also a digital artist and a desktop publisher. I'm pretty handy with the Adobe tool set, so I do a lot of that stuff. And like I mentioned, we have a recording studio here at the Riot House, so we do some releases. I do some solo music. I'll have to share some of that with you too. I don't release that normally, other than to friends. But yeah,
I've never gotten it.
No, that's because you're not my friend.
Sounds like
Can you tell Billy and I? Can you tell we're like brothers more than anything else? I mean, I love this guy. I love this guy so much. He is.
you know that's when it makes everything work, is when y'all have that kind of connection with the people that are in your band, and that you.
There are times when we're not firing on the same.
You're gonna butt heads.
Brothers.
Everybody does.
Yeah,
brothers.
But you're gonna sit there, you're gonna butt heads, then you're gonna hug it out, and then you're gonna rock it out. That's what family does.
I made that mistake once.
Well, technically, we're violating the restraining order right now. So, just to be clear on that.
Jill says, y'all are cracking me up. She is loving it, man. She is loving it.
Yeah. Sorry, Billy. Please don't call the sheriff. I mean, there's really no other way to do this. So
yeah, I let him touch me once. I don't let him do that.
Yeah,
again.
and ever since then, it's been a problem. Geez, Billy. So sensitive.
Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. So
hey, Mary, can I real quick? You had asked a question about the other members of the band, and I don't want to leave Jamie out.
No.
I really want to throw some love his way. Jamie, like I said, joined us about a year and a half ago. Jamie is one of the nicest guys, and this is part of, I think, what makes our band dynamic work so well. Is, in case you guys had noticed, Billy and I are both kind of extroverted. We're kind of exhibitionists and performers. And if you had 4 people like that in a band, you typically have 4 people butting heads a lot. It just doesn't work. And Jason and Jamie are both so complimentary to us because they both are showmen, but they tend to let us be completely out of control. And Jamie is not only a fantastic musician and a fantastic player, he's a beautiful person. A man,
love it, Jamie.
Yeah, love you, brother. He's a man of faith.
you were here, brother, which all y'all were here. You are in spirit, for sure.
He's one of the best friends you could have. Extraordinarily loyal. He is a huge supporter of the band. He pushes me. I have a tendency sometimes to just get so wrapped up in the music and writing, I forget that this is a business too, and we have to promote ourselves. We have to book. Jamie is always there to remind me, have you gone and called this person? Have you checked with so-and-so? Have you put a flyer out? And in large part, the business of the band gets done because Jamie pushes us to make sure that those things get done. So glad to have him as a part of this group.
And Tina said, love you, Jamie. So, Jamie, if you happen to be watching, we love you, brother. Much love. So, guys, do you have I know COVID's got everything so messed up, and with you having elderly parents, I know you're being safe, but do y'all have any shows that are scheduled for later this year or when COVID, or y'all just sitting pretty and working on getting new music out so you can come out with a bang?
Well, I'm sitting pretty, as you can tell.
I've been perfecting avoiding the a shaving razor for about as long as I think I'm going to be able to bear it here. That's what I've been spending my time doing. No, we've been working on music. The EP is a priority right now. We don't have any shows scheduled. The few that we did have scheduled all got canceled by the venues. We were actually invited to play a music festival that got canceled. COVID has just been a huge problem. Anyone who makes a living off of entertaining, which involves crowds, is suffering in this period of time. And I can't imagine what some of our musical and performing brothers and sisters are going through. We all have day jobs, so we're able to suffer through that. But for those folks who, this is their bread and butter, literally, my heart goes out to them, and I'm hoping that with the vaccines that they're rolling out, that this is going to end soon, and we can all get back to the business of having fun. We love putting on a show. We love interacting with fans. This is in our blood. We do it for free. In fact, we often pay to do it. So, and we will continue to do that as long as people will show up wanting to watch us play and listen to us perform.
Brandon says you need to do a Facebook Live concert.
We've discussed doing that. We've discussed doing an acoustic set from like the living room all the way to the point of rolling all the gear out, into the street and doing our version of the Beatles on the rooftop show.
Y'all do that and go out into the street. You need to contact Momma, and I will bring my camera. I will come out there and I will be sitting front.
We have to get a permit, and we have to make sure all our neighbors are in on it. But
the funny thing is, they love us.
They listen to us whether they want to or not.
I was driving after. I got to tell this story. So we were leaving rehearsal one night. I'm driving down the street, and I'm 3 houses down on the other side of the street. This guy comes running out, waving his arms. So I stop and roll down the window, and he leans in through the passenger side. I'm driving. He leans in through the passenger side, and he says, "You got a band down there?" And I'm thinking, "Oh, here it comes, man. We're waiting," because we rehearse as loud as we perform live. So you're going to hear us. And I'm thinking, "Oh, here it comes. This guy's upset because he can hear. He's 3 houses down on the other side of the street." And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "You guys fucking rock, and I love it. Can I come down and just sit in your rehearsal space while you guys play some nights? Just let me know, because you're playing all the stuff that I absolutely love. I grew up with that music." So, yeah, the neighbors are very, very supportive. We try to be respectful and not play past 2 a.m. Just kidding. If any of my neighbors are watching.
Well, Jason's on there, and he says, "Hi, guys."
Jason, you just missed all the terrible things we had to say
Thank
about
God.
you, brother. Yeah,
Thank God
really
you're just now showing up, because we really threw you under the fucking bus.
They just didn't show you no love whatsoever, man. Not at all,
We'd hate for you to learn this way.
But it is going to come out eventually.
That's right.
Love you, brother.
Sorry, brother. Yeah.
Tina says, "Hi, Jason. Love and miss you." And Jason says, "Hey, Tina." And Tina says, "Don't believe them, Jason." Oh, gosh. Oh, man. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is when my day goes good, is when I interview awesome bands with awesome attitudes, and it just makes it so much fun.
I'm having a blast.
Jason says, "Good. Damn bass players."
Yeah, those damn bass players, especially one with instant recall of
Yeah,
every song that was ever
Yeah.
freaking written.
I heard this nursery rhyme when I was 4. Let me play it for you.
Yeah.
Well, Jason sounds like he is on base what I am on music lyrics. My husband tells me, he goes, "You can't even remember your birthday sometimes or how to say somebody's name." He said, "But come up with a song and you can sing every damn lyric of songs when you weren't even freaking born." And I'm like, I don't know. I just music is my therapy. It just in my head, you know.
Mary, don't feel bad. My whole family teases me about how I've got this selective filter in my head that the most trivial things, including lyrics, get stuck in my brain, but I can't remember what I had for breakfast. So.
There you go.
Where if I even had breakfast?
Iron Scott says, "Tricks, looking good, brother."
So let me throw some love to my brother Ian. Okay, Ian is another one of the most talented musicians that you will meet. Mary, if you don't know Ian, I think you do know Ian. Now that
I
I
actually
think about it.
pronounced that wrong. It's Ian. Sorry about that. I'm a little dyslexic, but Ian, I actually have a show set up with him. Matter of fact, he is on my next Double Shot Tuesday.
Well, that's fantastic because Ian is one of the best guys you will ever meet, and he is an extraordinarily talented musician. So, all of you out there listening, go check out his site. And Heartbreak Cells is one of his bands. I'm telling you, and the guy's an unbelievable artist. The videos he does, oh my lord! This guy has got talent. He's got more talent in his pinky nail than I've got in my whole body. He's terrific.
He's got a show coming up in Tulsa at the Shrine, don't he?
He does.
Yep.
When is that? I think that's within the next few weeks.
I think it's like shortly after his interview, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's within the next few weeks.
Hey, brother.
Ian, if you're still listening, throw a message up so we can let people know.
Yeah. And I will share it again. If you just send me the poster again, baby, I will share it again. He says, "Yes, ma'am. Thanks for the shout out." Ian, when is that day so we can give you a shout out, brother? They're asking for it. He'll get back with us in just a second. So who's that beautiful voice I hear back there? Whose wife is that?
That is my wife.
Tell her I said, "Mwah, I love her too." She told me.
It's actually me.
It's not Jay, it is Tina.
Tina Powell, she's been commenting on here. So
Tina's married to Billy. I am her second husband.
she's a slut. She has a lot of husbands.
Oh, dude. He said, "Video shrine, Valentine's Eve."
Okay, it looks like Valentine's Eve. Ian will be at the Shrine venue in Tulsa. So,
Yeah, working with Mr. Steve.
That's my mom.
Mother. And Summer says, "That's my mom." Oh my God, Summer.
You slut, Summer. Oh,
Like I said, Summer is our oldest of
I
5
love
daughters.
this family already. I'm telling you, you got.
Billy's been busy over the last 30 years. He puts the 12 tribes of Israel to shame with the number of progeny he's created. So
The life of a musician. I have them crawling out. Are you my dad?
about every 6 months, some new relation shows up with their hand out looking for money. So we're used to it.
And Summer she's putting up. She just can't respond to that. She just.
Yeah, we've struck her speechless finally. Summer,
Speechless? There's a first.
Oh, there's my sister Tina. She says, "I'm here. I'm here. I'm here." Hey, Tina, how you doing? Oh my gosh, this is so.
And I gotta say, Mary, Tina is wonderful too. She and I have talked several times on Facebook. Not only are you wonderful, you got great family. So I really appreciate all the support and the love you've shown us. Any other people from bands out there listening right now? I want you to know these two are phenomenal friends of music in general.
Well, it's just because we love music and we love the ones that are doing it, babe. And music is our life, and that's my best friend right there. That's my sidekick. That's my road tripper chick. I mean, when I follow a band that I'm managing, or I have a band that I want to go see out of state, me and her load up in the car, and we we have some funny Facebook Live videos. You know?
Yeah.
Oh gosh! So Tina, when the COVID passes, baby, we're gonna take a trip and we're gonna go see these guys and hang out with them at the Riot House.
We would love that. We would absolutely love that. Hey, Tina.
Tricks. Oh gosh. And so guys, we got, which this is going to be a really hard switch over. I don't know how we're going to do it. It's got me so stressed. I just don't know.
Is it that time?
No, you got 4 more minutes, but man, we're going to have to do a switch over that's going to be harder than any that I've ever had to do.
Yeah, I feel for
Hey,
you.
guys, I mean, I just don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
Yeah, is this what we do? I go, okay, switch over.
What we will actually do in 4 minutes, I will bring you back down to the lobby and I will play a commercial for my sponsor, and I will magically bring you back up as the next.
Hey, hopefully nothing goes wrong, right, with this horribly complicated switchover.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
It was very nice talking to you. Thank you so much.
Is there anything that, any last, which I know one of y'all still going to be here, but is there any last words that Hollywood Riot would love to say to their fans?
Hey, stay safe. We can't wait to see you again. We cannot wait to get out there and play for you again. Once again, stay safe. Stay COVID free.
You guys are the reason we do what we do. It doesn't work unless we have an audience. It doesn't work unless we have friends in that audience. And we want you guys to know how much we appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are fantastic.
Amen. Amen. So Hollywood Riot, I love you. I'm going to bring y'all down into the lobby. I'm going to play a commercial for my sponsor, RFL. And then we're going to bring up Pussycat Harlot, guys. So don't you go nowhere. I love you guys.
Love you, Mama Mary.
Take care.
I'll see you in just a second. Just a second. Guys, I'm going to play this commercial. Now, this commercial will be updated, but if you are a artist looking for a really awesome indie label, get in touch with my brothers from another mother from RFL Records. Let me change this out real quick. From rflrecords.com. And I'm going to bring this up. Are you a band looking to take it to the next level? Does your band have what it takes to rock the world? If so, get with RFL Records. Let them take you there. Contact John or Doug at rflrecords.com and let them help you rock the world. That was so hard. That was so hard. I just don't know how I'm going to handle this changeover. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Pussycat Harlot.
Hello, love.
How you doing? Even though it says Hollywood Riot, this is Pussycat Harlot. Yeah, they're keeping it in the family.
Yeah, so Tricks, I guess, is in the shitter. Yeah. You have one job.
Jamie says, "You rock, Mama." Thank you. And Jill says, "Thanks for the tunes." So
Forgive me, Mother Mary, for I have sinned. I've had about one too many gin and tonics while they were doing their thing.
Dude, it just cracked me up. I can't even talk right now. Oh God, I love it.
Yeah, sorry, I had to take a break.
And even though Brandon, yo, love you, pussy.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Okay, guys, this is Pussycat Harlot. Pussycat Harlot has Jay on vocals, Tricks on guitar, Brian on drums, and Liz on bass. And they are the tip of the spear when it comes to local glam punk rock.
True that.
True that. And she says, love that jacket, Jay.
Well, thank you. So if you ever need studding done or whatever, reach out to our bass player, Elizabeth Essex, and she'll get you taken care of.
I need to get with Elizabeth because I need a badass. I need my logo on the back, and I need it to just look rock and freaking rollish. I mean, yeah, we're gonna talk about that after the show.
She does fantastic work. She did this jacket. Yeah.
Awesome. So, tell us about Pussycat Harlot. First of all, it's so freaking cool that that you and your dad are doing this together. Man, that's awesome. That
It
is
makes the groupie gangbangs a little weird, but
Yeah, this is my crotch fruit, everybody.
I am the fruit of his loins.
oh my god. And Tina says, yes, both of us. Still back on the road trip. She's still back on the road trip.
That's funny. That's
I
funny.
spit Red Bull all over myself. Oh gosh. And Brandon says, so cool. I love this shit, man. And Summer says, yes. And Jill says, oh my fucking God.
That's right. You heard
And
it.
Brian is just laughing his ass off. Hey, Brian. We
Brian
missed
is our drummer.
Brian is the drummer for Pussycat Harlot.
Brian, mechanical, botanical, something.
Yeah, animal botanical.
Animal botanical. Brian, animal mechanical, botanical, Guarino.
And Tina says, crotch fruit. I love that. And you're amazingly commenting on yourself. It says, can you tell the story behind the long cock behind you?
Yeah, he's talking about the bronze ones on top of the bookshelves.
Should I leave it behind?
Yeah, we keep the large cocks in a place of honor.
I thought I misplaced
Harlot
that.
house.
Yeah,
we make sure that the large cocks
nailed it.
Nailed it.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see if you can make me spit out more Red Bull.
This is Ghost, by the way, who's
Oh,
feeling.
you got a husky too?
Yeah.
I've got a husky.
Oh, really?
Yeah, her name is Cheyenne.
They are just the best breed of dog.
Well, I had a husky. Her name was Pocahontas, and believe it or not, we had her for 12 or 13 years. And when we had to unfortunately have her put to sleep, the vet told me that it was the oldest husky that she has ever seen. She had real bad seizures, and it finally got bad enough to where it was hard. It was like losing a baby. But yeah, I've got Cheyenne. She's in the living room. Surprisingly, she's not howling, but That's so cool. You got a husky too.
Yeah, Ghost is kind of the band dog for both bands, and it's funny whenever we're rehearsing. Well, when everyone comes over, it's like, oh look, all my friends are here. So Ghost is, jumping up, licking people, wanting to interact with them. As soon as the amps start to make noise, Ghost leaves because he knows what's coming.
Right.
The minute we stop playing and we put everything on mute so that we can take a break, we take a break. As Billy would say, time for a break, union rules. And Ghost will come in and immediately like, okay, now that it's quiet enough, I'm going to come in and hang out with you for a while. But the minute the sound comes back, he's out the door. But yeah, he's a great dog.
April is watching now, and she says, "Love you, sis. Keep rocking." She says, "Oh, Pokey." She remembers she remembers my husky. So, Mr. J, Mr. Badass Vocalist J.
The one and only in this area.
Yes. Tell us about yourself, darling.
Best vocalist in your field of view.
Do tell. Give us a little history on how you and your dad decided to start Pussycat Harlot.
All right, so I actually went out for karaoke with a friend, and I was just really enjoying the people there getting off on what I was yelling out or whatever, singing, and yeah, I mean, it was just cool. So I've always been really into, old school hip hop, and I always gave Dad shit about it. And I was like, hey, this is actually pretty cool. And I was like, hey, can we start a band? And he didn't take me seriously at all. And I went and found some people who are pretty good musicians. And yeah, so that's pretty much where we are now.
Matt actually did social media for Hollywood Riot for a long time. And the password that he decided, and I'm going to clarify this is no longer the password, so I don't mind.
I don't think y'all can get into their shit.
Yeah. The password that he chose for us to get in to do anything on our stuff was hip hop rules, rock sucks.
I love you too, man.
Every time I wanted to get in and do anything on our website, I had to type in hip hop rules, rock sucks because of him. So when he came to me and said, I'm thinking about starting something a little bit more glam rock, glam punk, because he loves bands like Hanoi Rocks, like Susie Quattro, Joan Jett, things like that. T-Rex, he's a huge T-Rex fan. He was like, I'm thinking about doing something like that. What do you think about that? My first thought was, he's trying to put something together so he can roast me in some new and creative way about rock music. He can't be serious about this, but he was dead serious about it. And I've been really, really excited to see him embrace this.
Tina, I love you too. Sorry.
Yeah, Tina says, Jay, you are a natural.
The thing about Jay is too, which is really exciting.
Joey Music, he's a local bass player.
Hey, Joey.
I haven't seen him in forever. Glad to see you on here, Joey. He was actually, you're from Arkansas, so I know you probably heard of my brother from another mother. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, Mr. Jason Greenlaw. He was Jason Greenlaw's bass player.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, Joey. It's nice to meet you virtually like this.
Yeah.
But Matt put this together, really wanting to do something different from Hollywood Riot, and we started talking about what he needed to do to put a band together. How do you find personnel? How do you name your band, for that matter? That kind of a thing. And I'll let him tell you the story about naming the band and how we came up with the logo and so forth. But when it came to personnel, the same thing we talked about in the last interview, Mary, I told him, don't pick just the first person to come along who can play, which we did, but it happened to work out. But make sure that not only are they a good fit musically, with the same types of influences, but make sure your goals are aligned, because there's nothing more painful than spending 6 to 12 months putting a project together, getting to the point where it's time to take it on the road or do something, only to discover that their wife has a real problem with them being a touring musician. So
Right.
we talked about things like that. He started holding auditions. I think Brian was the first person that we found. Brian's an absolutely phenomenal drummer, and really a terrific guy too. Really happy we found him. And then my favorite part was when Matt came to me and he said, "Hey, check this chick out." And he's showing me pictures of Liz on Facebook. And boy, Liz had the look down. She had, the leather, the studs, the whole 9 yards. And Matt's reaction was, "I really hope this chick can play," So she came up to rehearse. So I thought, she shows up, Brian's here with his sticks. My stuff's all plugged in, guitar's ready to go and everything. At this point in time, I wasn't in the band. I was agreeing to play until he could find a guitarist. And Liz shows up, no bass, no amp, comes in and says, and I'm like, "I thought we were going to play." And she says, "Well, I had to find out if you guys were assholes or not first." And I thought, here is a lady after my own heart. Yeah, I really like her attitude because that's exactly how I think about things. And sure enough, she could play, was a little bit rusty. It had been a while since she'd played other people's music. She had been doing a lot of writing and other projects and so forth. So she started playing with us. I think it took a few rehearsals before we really got up to speed on a few songs. First thing we learned was Live Wire by Motley Crue.
Yeah.
I've been really excited.
I put my gloves on in your honor, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun. We recorded us rehearsing that after we got pretty tight on it and posted it on social media, and it kind of went viral. It was amazing to me how many people are still into old school Crew. That's something that if you're a rock musician in this day and age will make you smile and go, "Yes, there's folks out there that still want us to carry the torch." So that's kind of how we came together. Matt and I had been talking about guitarists, and at one point in time, I was like, "Look, I've been playing with you guys, and the music we're doing is different enough from Hollywood Riot. The project is different enough, and I think that I have time while the pandemic's going on that I can rehearse and play with you guys. Why don't I play with you?" And Jay was open-minded to that, and so the four of us have been playing ever since, and really having a lot of fun. And I'm feeling really, really fortunate to be in two groups with people that not only do I get along with and who I respect musically, but as a father, being able to perform with your son and share that has been really meaningful to me. It's been really, really fantastic to be able to play with this guy. And watching him as a leader of his own band, really take the reins, really show leadership, really commit to putting a project together. If you're a musician, that's really, really cool to see as a father.
Oh, I bet it is. She said that viral video is how my blog found them. So good.
Thanks, Kate.
Go read that article and you'll hear all about my average size cock getting licked by cow tongue.
Actually, you hear about his challenge to Gene Simmons about that, not it actually happening.
Let's clarify that's right. Yeah. So I was like, Gene Simmons can lick my average size cock with his cow tongue. Yeah, you can quit.
Jill says always and forever, old school rock. Oh my God.
You're absolutely right.
David Hurley says, "Fuck yeah, I'm old school. I love Crew."
Hey, if you guys, everybody out there listening right now who's into that old school Crew, old time 80s glam rock, just say fuck right now on here. That seems to be the word of the hour, Be like Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. The word today is fuck. Can you say fuck? I knew you could, boys and girls.
Hashtag fuck.
Hashtag fuck. Yeah, that's how you get to everything.
We're gonna paint a little bit of happy fucks over here or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, here they come! Oh gosh, here they come! Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's coming off the wood. It's coming out the wood.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
Oh yeah, they're all coming.
Yeah, Brandon. Yeah, Jill.
Oh yeah, Joey.
Yeah,
Oh,
Joey.
oh, Tina says.
When the fuck you're like,
Oh gosh. So at the bottom, you see strolling is the Pussycat Harlot Facebook page. I want everyone watching this show today go like, go love, go share their page. They are just getting started. Let's help them build that shit up. Let's send them lots of happy fucks.
Billy's over here. Billy's over here taking pictures of this. The inevitable deposition that's coming later. That
This is off. Yeah.
Show us that average size penis.
do they like you when I helicopter?
Oh my god. So
I'm going to move a little to the left now.
Caught in the crossfire.
Yeah, from my son.
Joey says this doesn't seem fun. Joey, this is a father and a son. They are in Pussycat Harlot together. They you're gonna have to watch this whole show from start to finish when I get done, brother, because it's been a total riot. It's been a pussy riot. There you go.
Pussycat Riot.
Pussycat Riot.
Pussycat riot. Pussycat
You
Harlot.
said that, I started hearing Zoot Suit Riot in my head. Pussycat Riot.
See, there goes.
Bottle of beer.
Okay. So Jay, when you told your dad that you wanted to start this band and all this stuff, what was it like for your dad to actually, because I'm sure, I can tell that you guys are super freaking close and awesome together. What was it like for your dad to say, hey, I want to be in this with you. I want to help you. I want to help your band, just take off. What was that like, man? That had to be pretty fucking awesome.
Well, he had to beg because I had every guitarist in the area just clawing at my door. And yeah, I mean, after about the 12th time, I was just like, all right, I guess so.
Yeah, he expects to be on pity just to shut me up.
Yeah. No, but he was the only guitarist in the area willing to dress up for the part, which to me is a key part of, the genre. Personally, I can't stand bands that just, dress in jeans and flannel and boots and just stand there toe gazing, and but.
That's right, man. You were telling me you had a few guitarists show up. He had guitarists show up interested in playing until he told them that there was a dress code. At which point in time, their reaction was, I'm not dressing like that. And so it's like, okay, you're out. And I think we talked about this in the Hollywood Riot interview, it's show business, not listen business. Anybody can sit at home and listen to the CD. If you go see a band play, as I'm fond of saying, I want all of my senses engaged. I don't want just my ears engaged.
Joey says, when are these guys playing and where are they stuck in the hot zone? Joey, they're in Arkansas, baby. They're local with us, brother.
We're in Northwest Arkansas, based out of Springdale, Joey.
And Tina says, I love your cup, Mama.
Oh, your cup. Okay, I thought it was Matthew's glass. He's got a glass. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, see the Arkansas Heart Hospital.
Yeah. Mine's Jack Daniels of whiskey, so I mean, I guess it's like the anti-glass.
So, guys, tell us. Okay, you got Jay, you got Trixie, you got Brian, and you got Badass Liz on bass. So, what made you decide, you said you decided when you went to, you were singing karaoke that you really wanted to do this. So what made you decide that you wanted to be, wanted your band to be a glam punk rock and actually fit the bill? Like you said, some bands they play the music, but they don't dress the part. What made you decide to go just balls to the wall and just, do the whole thing? What just give me something besides about your big cock.
Actually, it's average, so get it right. No, but to me, it's the only genre where you can both appeal to the visual and, auditory, and yeah.
And you're saying when you are making the move to
I just ordered chaps.
ah,
I just ordered chaps.
Oh,
I mean,
can't
I'll
wait
have to
for
find a
this.
way to cover my cock, but I mean, I can definitely do assless if you want.
oh my god, and William Powell.
That would be the other guy you interviewed an hour ago.
I know who he is. I'm laughing my ass off,
He wants to know why you didn't ask him questions about his genitalia.
Yeah, Billy's angry that I have an average cock. Like, what the fuck? Don't be the hater of my average cock, please.
Brandon says, "Now do we know it's average? Who measures?"
You see what I got to live with day in and day out.
Dude, I love it. Dude, you haven't had a born moment, have you?
Yeah, it's a horrible job, but somebody's got to do it.
So I know y'all have been working on getting your music out and stuff. When can everybody, kind of be on the lookout for, some digital downloads or something that they can get a Pussycat Harlot?
It depends on when payday is.
He's going to tell you that he's going to tell you the funny jokes. I'll tell you seriously. We are still writing stuff right now, and I'm a very firm believer in not selling the wine before it's time. And while we do have stuff recorded, we have pretty high standards. So until we feel like it is something that is our best and something that we can truly be proud of, we don't want to offer up anything to the public that's going to be less than our best effort. So we are currently perfecting our show, as well as some original music, as well as working on our live show. Hopefully, as we discussed before, Mary, with vaccines becoming more prevalent with people, we're going to be able to hit venues sooner rather than later and begin to play more often out and about. And I hope that everybody will come see us play. This really is a pretty exciting band. I'm the old man in the band in this one.
I'm ready. I am so ready. And William says, "Look at these douchebags." And Brandon says, "Talk about the artwork, Cox isn't just a singer, but an artist."
Yeah, Jay, talk about your artwork. Talk about the logo.
Basically, so I drew the logo, and I wanted something that appealed to both females and males, since a lot of this music is kind of male oriented, and merch is probably the only way we'll ever make a cent. So, so I wanted something that both men and women would go out and buy. Which, by the way, we just partnered up with Repro Tees. And we have our own merch store now, so go on our page, check that out, and you'll get all kinds of stuff. Get a mug, for coffee, get a t-shirt. One thing that I will tell you about t-shirts, though, is that, guys, if you're watching this, if there's some hot babe at your, wherever you work, it's an easy way to start a conversation and get laid. So there you go. Who's Pussycat Harlot? And you'll be all like, oh, it's just a band, you know. Go ahead and say that you're in the band for all I
Since he is talking about their merch, I just went real quick and zapped that link right there that's showing on the bottom. There's where you can go get your Pussycat Harlot merch. I did it like lickety split, just like that.
Jay is an artist, and he not only did the Pussycat Harlot logo, but the guy that we call Rodney, the skeleton head in the Hollywood Riot logo, we call him Rodney after the LA riots. But he was drawn by Jay as well. But Jay is fantastic. I've got a couple guitars that Jay did the artwork on for me. As I mentioned before, I make my own instruments. Oh, Billy's bringing one of them over here from off the wall. So here is
Oh, dude.
artwork that Jay painted in oil on this instrument, and yeah, the jacket kind of matches, I guess.
Oh, dude,
So yeah, a matching set. He had actually done a full-sized oil painting. Thanks, Billy. He had done a full-sized oil painting in that scheme, and I absolutely love that painting. And I had asked him as an experiment, hey, I wonder if we could do an oil painting on a guitar body rather than me doing what I normally do, and asked him if he would do something in the vein of that painting on the guitar, and that was the result. And it's a beautiful instrument.
that
He's not going to blow his own horn on this stuff. So
yes,
I'm
will.
Okay, well, maybe he will.
Why he doesn't leave it over there.
Yeah.
says, Trix, where's my shirt?
Yeah, Tina, I'm still trying to round up my that particular shirt. So we have a tour shirt for Hollywood Riot for our non-existent album called Spandex Ballet, and that shirt became pretty popular when I posted a picture of it on Facebook a few weeks ago, and several people have asked for it. And that shirt was made probably 4 years ago. So I'm trying to find the remaining stock of it, and if I can't find any, I'm going to have some more made. And Tina, I promise you, I will get you one.
Brandon says a lot of women identify with pussy, as do men. And who just came to the party? Mr. Derek Pashon, Big Daddy D with 434 Management. Hey, brother. He said, damn, all I had to do is buy a shirt and get and I'm spending my life saving my wife.
Well, if your life savings is $30, you can definitely get one of ours. So
Derek, the important thing is we learn from our mistakes. That's the important thing.
And Tracy says nice. And Brandon says that guitar is so cool. So guitar players out there, if you're interested in getting your guitar designed like that, get with these guys right here. Get with Jay. And Tina says, good. I won't. OMG, Tricky. OMG.
Oh,
Say. I love
that's a reference again to that post on social media. So our drummer's wife, Erin, the night that I gave her one of those shirts, this was before Jamie was in the band, the Spandex Ballet album cover actually is a composite of 3 shots of me in spandex stage gear from the waist down. And she made the comment to me when she put it on.
She says no.
She made the comment to me that night that I gave it to her after she put it on. She said, everybody should have Trix's crotch on their chest. And that's been a standard joke between me and her every time we see each other, especially when she has that shirt on. And so that's what Tina's referring to there.
Oh my God, Derek, we have got to come up with some shirts that have a crotch. I'm sorry, y'all cracking me up. I love it. I love it. So, how can they get in touch with you other than through Pussycat Harlots in case they want to, they want to reach out to you and have you do some artwork for them, brother? Tell them how they can reach you.
Feel free to read. My email is Trix, TRIX, .HollywoodRiot, HOLLYWOOD, at gmail.com. But yeah, shoot me an email. And if anyone would like me to, do any work, anyone would like artwork from Jay on an instrument of any kind, or for that matter, you saw what Jay and Liz do with leather jackets. That jacket was a composite project between Jay and Liz. We'd be more than happy to, talk to you guys about doing some stuff.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah, that's really a cool jacket. Liz does just such phenomenal work too.
That is awesome.
And she's really a selfless kind of person too. I've got a black leather. Billy, can you hand me?
Joey says, "Good luck, guys. Looking forward to catching a show.
Hey, thanks, Joey.
Check out your page. See you later, Joey. Love you, Joey."
So this is one of my main guitars. This is Thumper, and I've got a strap on it right now. This black leather strap. Liz just showed up for rehearsal one day and said, I thought you needed a black leather strap with studs on it that has your name in studs. And so here you go. So, she's really selfless and very, very talented. Jay is really, really good with pen, ink, and paintings. And we would be happy to help anyone out interested in having some custom work done.
So basically, you're not just awesome musicians that put on very energetic, glam punk rock shows, but you're also offering other musicians help with artwork and stuff. That is just, dude, y'all are fucking awesome. And yes, I said fuck. Like you said,
Hashtag
fuck.
Tag.
I said y'all are fucking awesome because that's pretty freaking cool, man. So
our plan B is if everything else fails, we will have clothing lines. So
have on both. You know what I'm saying? Have money coming in both doors.
Jay-Z, get out of here, Billy.
Tina says musicians are family. Tina Powell says musicians are family.
That is very true. And especially with these bands, I'm fortunate to be in two bands where, we literally all care deeply about each other. We're very protective of each other. We have fun, but there's a serious side to that too, where we have each other's backs, and it truly is like a family.
Well, I can't wait to see all of y'all playing live. I can't wait for this coronavirus to go away, and I want to get y'all back on here again at a later date. Maybe even have y'all get the acoustic guitars out.
Sure.
And rock out. We can, whatever. But as long as you want to, you are more than welcome on Mama Mary's Music Mayhem, because you guys have put lots of smiles and laughter in my life today, and I love it. And great music.
I've had an absolutely fantastic time. I love music. I love rock music in particular. And you get me started talking about bands that I love, including the bands that I'm in. I spend hours doing that.
Tina, I can't wait to meet you either, sweetheart. And Derek says, hell, I'm talking shit and the wife is on here. Damn, love you, honey. Oh, I love them too. You've got to meet him. Derek Rashawn, that he owns 434 Management, and his wife, Ashley. They are just awesome people. And let's see, William. Here's William again. He says, I fully support Pussycat Harlot and can't wait to do a show with them.
Yeah, we like I said, it's like one big family, even though it's two bands. And getting the opportunity to work with my son is absolutely fantastic. Getting to the point where he's not wanting to pursue projects outside of this genre and wants to work in a genre that I love has been really, really fun. And to see him as a born performer, I mean, boy, we've got some video we'll have to share with you, Mary, from some promo stuff that we haven't released yet. That will just demonstrate the way this kid is on stage. He's really got a knack for it and really interacting with an audience. And I'm not just saying this. The only other person that I've seen locally that has that kind of stage sense of interacting with an audience and really bringing them into the show is Billy Powell from Hollywood Riot. And I'm in both those bands.
There you go.
Being able to be in two bands that are extraordinarily talented with frontmen who are very entertaining and know how to bring the crowd into the show, I feel very blessed as a musician to be a part of both groups.
Well, that I agree, brother.
You're flipping me off right now from over there. No, that's a story we can tell. So the first time Billy and I got together, and you'll love this, Mary.
Yeah,
First time we got together and played, I told you Billy plays guitar, right? First time we meet, he brings his guitar over. He plugs in, starts playing me some stuff. I'm like, that's cool. I plug my guitar and I start playing. He takes his guitar off, goes, I'm not going to be playing guitar. So we laughed about that. And since then, at one time, we were at practice. And I can't remember what I was doing. I was soloing to kill time between songs or something. And I look up and Billy's flipping me off, both hands like this. And he's waiting for me to look up and see him doing that, you know. And as soon as I look up, he goes, how did you do it? Oh yeah, he goes from here. He goes. So that's become a standard joke where I'll look up after I'm doing something. He's flipping me off, and he immediately gets a smile and changes it to peace sign. So.
And just like I did on Hollywood Riot, if I see you watching and not commenting, I'm gonna call you out. So Josh, I see you. You need to comment.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, get on here, motherfucker. Yeah. And Tony, I see you. Yeah. Jody, I see you. David, I see you. I will call you out. You need to comment, like, love, and share. Let us know you're there. We're having lots of laughs and fun today with Hollywood Riot and Pussycat Harlot. Two amazing just bands that are all family, and it's been a freaking riot, and I've just had so much fun, man. I just, yeah, this has been what I needed after a really crappy morning. So you guys are freaking awesome. So I'm going to ask you, Jay, and the question that I asked them: if you had a bucket list lineup that you could be on stage and play with, who would that be?
ABBA. No, but
he is the dancing queen. So
yeah. No. All right. So original Van Halen. Sammy Hagar can lick my average size cock with his cow tongue.
That's going to be a bumper sticker if we're not careful.
I think it's done with barrels.
Yeah, original Van Halen.
Okay, more than one band. Give me another band. Say if you had three bands, you could be on this lineup.
All right, Van Halen, Motley Crue, yeah, Hanoi Rocks, yeah, Michael Monroe, yeah.
Heck yeah. So who is your best influence on vocals? Who is your top vocalist influence?
Vince Neil and Billy Powell.
Billy
Powell is both literally the biggest influence and
the biggest influence.
Yeah, literally the biggest influence
in terms of size, sheer physical presence.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. And Tina says screw.
As far as performance wise, definitely David Lee Roth.
Awesome. And I already asked you, but since you're with Pussycat Harlot on this interview, do you have three more that would be on your bucket list lineup?
I would love to play with Motley Crue. Would be actually fun. I think I'd just like to travel with Motley Crue. You know, I don't care if I play with them or not, but yeah, Motley Crue circa 87, 88. Yeah, put me on that tour. I don't even have to pick up a guitar. I'm there.
Remember the rest of the tour?
I want someone to come along to take pictures and video because I'll never remember it. But hey, that would have been a fun group to hang out with. But in terms of people that I perform with, bands that I absolutely love. LA Guns is fantastic. Just saw them last year, I believe it was about a year and a half ago, up at the Meteor Guitar Gallery in Bentonville with Phil actually fronting again, and it was amazing. I hope that they come back because that was one of the best shows I've ever seen. But I love LA Guns. I love Faster Pussycat. Scorpions is one of my absolute favorite bands. White Lion is another band. Vito Bratta is a guitarist that I have a huge amount of respect for. Journey is another band I absolutely love. Neil Schon is an influence on me, and another player that I have a huge amount of respect for. Steel Panther, I would love to just hang out with those guys.
Steel Panther, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Satchel's not only a fantastic player, absolutely hysterical. Those guys just kill me. And I love the fact that in many ways, they've kept the 80s hair metal genre. You know, they brought it back and brought it to the forefront. And I can't tell you how many young people I've met who didn't really listen to 80s music until they saw Steel Panther and said, oh, this is kind of cool music. I want to find some more stuff like this. There's some modern day Scandinavian bands that I absolutely love. Reckless Love is one of them. Santa Cruz is another band that I absolutely love. Yeah, I could go on and on. Mary, you and I could do a whole show just talking about.
Kidding. Tina says Tommy Lee is an ass. You know, she's not actually wrong there. There was a time when it was Tommy Lee. Here at the Rev Room, he was coming. He wasn't drumming. He was coming to do his DJ show. And I had Wild Hearts SC, which was a female motorcycle social club we rode for battered women and abused children. And my brother, Big Show, which Jill's on here, that's her significant other, he was doing security. Well, he took them back to the bus, you know, and Big Show had to go handle some business, and he says, "Sis, can you watch the door of the tour bus?" I'm like, "Sure, no problem," you know, because they give me the nickname Bulldog for a reason. I'm really nice, but you don't want to piss me off.
Yeah, you're an anvil with a velvet covering.
Yeah. And anyway, his manager actually came out. He goes, "Hey, you know, thanks for watching the door," because there were some really crazy chicks, you know, just like waiting for someone not to be at that door. And he goes, "You know, would you like to meet him, or do you have anything you would like to have him sign?" I said, "You know, no, he's busy, man." I said, "But if, you know," and I had like my VIP pass thing. I said, "But if he wants to autograph this would be, you know, that would be cool." And he left the door open, and he goes, "Hey, Tommy," he goes, "Won't you autograph this for the girl guarding the door? You know, why Big Show's going to take care of business." And he goes, "Fuck her." And I was like,
Really? After you've done that for
I
them?
was like, "No problem." He goes, "I'm so sorry." Yeah, I was like, "It's okay. It's okay." I turned around, put my VIP pass back on, looked around, seen all these little tweaking, little crazy bitches just anking to get on that bus. I said, "Hey, hookers, the door's open." And I turn around and I walk the fuck off.
You've seen that contest where you guess how many jelly beans are in a jar? We're gonna guess how many groupies we can get in the bus.
I don't know how many groupies made it to that bus before. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Big Show, Jill's was significant other. He can tell you he was full of himself. He was really full of himself. Derek Pashon from 434 Management said Steel Panther is
Here
awesome.
we are.
So is Pussycat Harlot, dude. So I mean, what are you trying to say?
Well, you know, if you don't know who Derek Pashon is, sweetheart, you need to go check him out because he's a badass motherfucker that has 434 Management. He can get you places. So you need to, when you do have your music ready, send it over for him to check out because he can damn sure take care of you. He's a great guy. And he's my brother from another mother. There you go.
I've seen Steel Panther now probably 3 or 4 times. I saw him at Rockfest up in Kansas City a few years ago. I've seen him over in Oklahoma City at the Diamond Ballroom most recently with the members of Hollywood Riot. And we went there as like a kind of a band bonding trip, you know, and had an absolutely fantastic time. If there's anyone out there, I can't imagine anyone who hasn't heard of them if they're into rock music, but
I
I highly
actually
recommend their show.
is it been 2 years ago? I actually seen them 2 years ago at Rocklahoma. I had two bands playing Rocklahoma Proving Grounds, one of the largest campground stages they ever had,
Oh,
and Steel Panther was playing. I believe it was it DB? No, they were playing the main stage. They were playing AG stage, and yeah, me and the bass player for 13X and his wife, we actually came back the day they were playing the next day. So we actually had hotel rooms. We came back the next day just so he could come back and watch Steel Panther because he was a humongous fan. And Ashley Bashan says he's a pain in the ass, but she loves him. She's talking about Derek Bashan. That's he's in trouble now. Mama's in the house.
My favorite thing anyone ever said about Steel Panther was the first band I was in was a thrash band I went and tried out for as a joke and ended up getting the lead singing part. But whenever I was trying to direct them a little bit more towards, the glam side of things, they were like, "Nah, we don't want to write love songs like Steel Panther." Yeah.
which tells you how much they know the genre and that band's catalog. That's funny to me.
And then I promptly got fired for suggesting promo material. So
Yeah, they didn't want to take pictures or do promo materials. That's selling out.
yeah.
Well, you know what? If you're a band, you need pictures, you need promo, you need bios, you need websites, you need social media, you need all kinds of they had evidently that band won't go far. All I gotta say. Coming from a booking agent standpoint, I'm telling you what, if a band came to me and said, "Hey, I want to be on a show," and all I got is some lame ass video that was taken on Joe Bo's phone, I wouldn't even look at it. So you did right, brother. They did wrong, and it's their loss. So that's
They
all.
texted me, "You're out," and I'm like, "Sounds good."
Ah! Thank
I'll start my own group and show you how it's done.
yeah, it's like, thank you, man. Because I mean, coming from my standpoint on the one that's actually behind the scenes putting shows together, when we go to a venue and we tell them, okay, this is who's gonna be on the bill, and this is what's gonna be on the bill. If the bands show up and they start playing and that's not what they sound like, it's not the band's ass, it's our ass.
I bet.
So you damn right. Do your shit right or don't do it at all. So I'm very proud of you there, Jay. Very proud of you. Wise move, brother. Wise move.
Jay has been really good, kind of like we talked about in the previous hour about Jamie Lynn, our drummer, keeping some of our focus on the business side of things, because I really do believe if you're a creative person and a musician, it can be really easy to forget that it's not enough to have good music or not enough to be a good player. If people don't know about you and you're not exposing yourself, how do they know that they want to come see you? There's a business part of this. And
Yeah, you got to run it like a business. I mean, yeah.
exactly. And Jay's really good about that. He ran social media for Hollywood Riot for a very long time. And even in this band, he's the one who kicks us in the ass and says, we're doing pictures this weekend, or we're doing promo video this weekend, or I want to take this. And because Lord knows if it's left to me, we'll end up being the tightest band you never saw.
Well,
And
you got to stay relevant.
you've got to have someone on your side who's going, it's great that you can play. What are we going to do to make sure people know that you can play and want to come see you? And I'm, again, very, very grateful that I've got people around me who have that part of them that think that way, because I oftentimes forget about that aspect of it until it's too late.
Well, that's the stuff that people don't see behind the scenes. They see the bands up on stage rocking out, they see the excitement, but they don't see all the hard work behind the scenes that it took to get that band there and to make that happen. And that's where, you know, I like to get, you know, the information out so people understand that these bands, just like y'all, you know, it's a lot of work, man. Yeah, you're having a freaking blast, but it's countless hours of every day that you're either on a computer, on a telephone, or on the road, or contacting so and so about this, or setting up this, you know, just to make certain things happen, you know. And every band that really gets out there and does it and puts their best foot forward, man, I always give them kudos. So kudos to y'all for doing that, and kudos to you, Jay, for keeping them on track. And Tricky, aka Tina Peters, says, Tricks, ain't you glad a certain redhead flirted with you last?
Absolutely.
Tricky, this is not eharmony.com, girlfriend. Or I'm going to start charging by the hour. No.
Yeah, really, really, you need a membership to communicate.
Hey, Sam Bone from RFL, baby. Look what I'm wearing.
Sam, you better go back and rewatch all of this.
You're going to laugh your ass off, Sam. So when this is over with and Facebook does its thing, go back and watch the whole show, girl, because they had me laughing so hard I was crying. I'm telling you. And Tina says, no, talking about social media. And Kara says, hey, Sambone, I'm just messing with you, Tricky. You know you're my girl. So, guys, is there anything else that y'all would like to say to your new fans, your old fans, your followers before we get off here?
I'm single.
Okay, I'm starting Mama Mary's eharmony.com.
Right, that's
It's
right.
only $10.99 an hour. No.
Yeah, really. It's a J date for Jewish people, an M date for musicians.
J date for only me.
So, good Lord. Yeah, J date for Jay. Yeah. Yeah, there's one guy on the site, Jay, and then any female is allowed to join the site. Oh, that'd be funny.
So, in other words, lady.
Yeah.
The big thing I would like to say is, you know, we're a relatively new group here in Pussycat Harlot. I hope everyone will take a moment to go visit our page, like us. You're going to see a lot more stuff coming out in the next few months, and you're going to see us hitting some stages here pretty quickly. And we'd love to make sure that you guys know when those things are going to happen, because I think we're going to bring something really different to Northwest Arkansas than what you've seen before.
Yes, guys, definitely go like and follow their page. Like he said, you know, they're just getting started, so don't let the numbers fool you. These are some bad. I seen some video. These some badass mofos. They're gonna come out banging. They're just taking their time and doing it right because they want to bring you the best quality that they can, and that I respect that. So what I want each and every one to do for Mama Mary that's watching, go to their page. It's strolling along the bottom. I want you to like, I want you to love, and I want you to share, and I want you to comment and let them know you seen them on Mama Mary's Music Mayhem and send them some love. Don't make me come find you and whoop you, because I will, because Mama Mary said so. That's how
I really believe you.
Yeah.
Hey, just ask Tina. She'll tell you.
I believe it.
Guys, it has been awesome. It has been awesome hanging out with you guys. Tina says, come find me. She'll help me do it. You don't want us to on you. That's for damn sure. And so, guys, is there anything else that y'all would like to say to your fans before we get off here? Besides, you know, go follow you and everything. And Jay wants a date.
I don't care about dates. You don't care about dates. Yeah, interpret that how you will. Mama Mary, I think I've said everything I want to say to the fans, but to you, I just want to say thank you for having us on, and also a really big thank you for for doing what you do for rock music. As we all know, rock music isn't the thing that you hear when you flip on the radio anymore. But for those of us who are fans of rock and grew up with it, there is no better genre. There are no more loyal, fantastic fans than you find in rock music. And it's people like you who carry that torch to the next generations and spread that word. So thank you so much for what you do. Appreciate you more than you will ever know.
Honey, I just do it because I love the music. I love you guys, and Mama means it. And I am not going nowhere, and I'm going to keep shoving it down people's throat until I make them like it if they don't like it. That's how I roll. And thank you so much for believing in me, brother. And, keep me up to date. Like I said, as soon as Corona's out of the way, I want to come take a road trip and hang out at the Riot House because I got a that will be a riot.
Yeah. This is pretty. Billy, are we like this normally?
No.
Yeah. When we're not reading Shakespeare and Chaucer, and tasting the cheeses of the world. This is kind of how we are.
Yeah. It depends on who you're coming to see too, because there's the Riot House and then there's the Pussy Shack.
Yeah. We just changed the sign on the door.
Yeah.
Well, I will make sure I bring a younger single girl, and she can go to the Pushy Shack. I'm coming to the Riot.
You don't want me, you don't want me, Mama Mary?
Little shit. No.
Married.
Oh, she is? Okay,
She's
never mind.
married. Yeah. Her husband might have a few words to say about that.
Mr. Mother Mary.
It's okay, baby.
Mama Mary, Papa Mary. Yeah.
It's all in fun, honey. I'd hurt you anyway. No, it's all in fun. No offense taken. Guys, it's been a riot, and I really enjoyed it. And once y'all get your new music out and you get ready to drop it, get back in touch with me and let's get you back on here and let's help you promote that and let's help you get it out there and get it in people's faces.
Thank you so much, Mary. Really, really appreciate you.
No problem, guys. And you guys stay out of trouble. Jay.
Yeah, we'll try. That won't be easy. You can tell that's probably a challenge for us.
And Billy and Summer and the lady behind the scenes back there. I love you, Tina.
Me too.
I can't wait till next time because it's been a blast, guys. It's been a blast.
Thanks, Mary. Have a great evening, and thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
You have an awesome evening, guys, and I love you. Mama Mary.
Love you too, Mary. See ya.
All right. Guys, go like, love, and share them. They are just a freaking hoot. I love them. I mean, I just love them to death. Go check out Hollywood Riot. Go check out Pussycat Harlot. And if you're looking for fun and you're looking for people that really generally do care about their fans and like to joke and have a good time, but get on that stage and rock out, then go find them. But next week, I have Ian Scott of Heartbreak Sales, and that is at 4 p.m. That will be my next Double Shot Tuesday. No, it's at 5 p.m. At 4 p.m., I'm going to take that time. That will be my once a month time that I take, that I get on here. I play some videos from bands that I have interviews coming up, and that's my time with y'all. But after that, on that Saturday at 5 p.m., I've got Marching Arms. And then that Sunday, I've got John Janish. And he is a huge promoter out of Texas who's a brother from another mother. But that's not why I'm having him on here. I'm having him on here because he is a cancer fighting badass. and even fighting stage 4 cancer, going through chemo and radiation and everything else. Him and his team still out there kicking ass in Texas. And I have nothing but mad respect for that man. And he's been doing it for years and years and years. He has second second chance productions, and he has a new foundation he just was honored with that, so that his legacy will carry on to other cancer patients, and we're going to talk about that as well. So this weekend will be a full weekend, and or next weekend will be a full weekend. Yeah. So guys, until then, go like, love, and share the bands that I interviewed today, and be kind, man. Everybody be kind to each other. Peace, love, and harmony to everybody. And life is got a lot of bad things going on, and a lot of people dealing with a lot of shit, man. But stay close to your family, stay close to the ones that you love, and do, first and foremost, stay humble, stay honest, and just keep it real. You know, no fake fucks. And I love you. And until next time, Mama Mary loves you. Peace, love, and harmony.